I'm not an economist. I cannot answer these questions elaborately, or like I can elaborate on the issue. But 1% is 1%. That's close to nothing.
Okay, so since you mentioned, Mayor, nga, ito ngang one of the issues na mukhang baka pilit nga na naman kinakalimutan, itong recent visit ni President Marcos in the US, where he talked to US President Trump. One of the agenda is to discuss as you mentioned, the tariff imposed nga. So just a little background para sa mga kababayan natin Pilipino. In April, the US announced 17% tariff on the goods from the Philippines being imported to na ipapasok sa US. Tapos early July, nagletter ang US na hindi 17 but 20%. So lumipad doon ang kanilang team para pag-usapan ito, Mayor, and after the discussions, lumabas na from 20%, 19% ang ipapataw. And gaya nga ng sinabi mo, it seems Malacanang, or the BBM is really proud to mention na this is an achievement. From 17 to 20, ang closed deal, 19%. Tariff on Philippine goods. But ito ang catch, Mayor. Sa US, napapasok na produkto dito, zero tariff. So they say it's fair, 19%. Sa atin, 0% sa US. So do you think that's a victory, Mayor, for the part of the Philippines?
To put it into perspective, kailangan natin makita kung ano yung mga nangyaring negotiation with the other countries, ano yung decrease na mga nakuha nila. So I think we can pull up the data for people to see.
If I may, Mayor.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Vietnam, they were imposed initially 46% tariffs in Vietnam, Mayor, but they were able to negotiate it down to 20%. Indonesia, the same, they were imposed 32%, Mayor, nababa nila to 19 to 20%. So ang laki ng binaba with their negotiations. Si Indonesia nga para phone call lang hindi lumipad. And no other conditions, I believe. But for the Philippines, 1% decrease.
And with the EDCA sites, I think.
Yes, plus the military bases. Ammunition base to be built here.
Yeah, so I don't know if kung may pagmamayabang mo ba yung 1% na nakuha mo, kung 5% siguro medyo, di ba, kung yeah. So I'm not an economist. I cannot answer these questions elaborately, or like I can elaborate on the issue. But 1% is 1%. That's close to nothing. And for you to para ipagyabang yan, I do not know. Tingnan natin, and 0% yung mga economista, let them talk about this.
Tapos yun nga, Mayor, no, in a press conference, I think after the discussion with President Trump, he was asked na paano yung 19% tariff, and then ang sinagot niya, hindi naman daw siya ang nag-decide ng 19%. But the funny thing there, the interesting part there is nag-negotiate nga
Baka iba yung negotiate niyan.
You think, Mayor?
Hindi ko alam. I do not like to speculate. Pero there are issues surrounding, their visits to the United States.
That's true, Mayor. No, even some legislators, I think Senator Amy has also expressed na they want to have deeper understanding on this, on what transpired in the negotiation and how we ended up getting this share of the deal.
Ganito lang yun. Pumunta ka doon sa opisina ng presidente ng Estados Unidos para humingi ng 1% na tawad. Ano yun? Yun naman yung nangyari talaga. And they're projecting this to the people as a majestic success for their administration.
We'll see what the experts have to say with regard to this, Mayor. I think this is an ongoing discussion. Kakabalik na lang, no? So, si ano talaga ang magiging explanation ng Malacanang dito.
One of the other objective then in the visit, Mayor, Sir Harbs, is the yung pinag-usapan din nila yung pag-enhance ng defense cooperation and maritime security of the Philippines. So they were also talking about deploying new cutting-edge missiles in the region, more unmanned systems, revitalizing the defense industrial base, and more access to military bases in the Philippines. And they also angled this to say that this is for the benefit of the country. So what are your thoughts on this, Mayor?
It's more of, ano talaga yan, yung the trouble between the two superpowers. It's China and the United States. Kasi, you know, ang Estados Unidos, gusto nila na nakatutok yung baril nila kay China so that they can negotiate with China. Because itong mga Amerikano, transactional naman itong mga to eh. Gusto nila maka-negotiate, but before they do that, they need leverage. And the only way that they can get leverage is to have their guns pointed at someone. So, kaya I think yun yung talagang totoong mga negotiations na nangyari dyan, na to strengthen the military presence of the United States dito sa Pilipinas. So, it's not really yung WPS, yung Taiwan, kasama, trouble yan ng dalawang superpowers that, you know, nalagay tayo sa gitna because of our geopolitical situation.
What do you think, Mayor, with the move of the President and the move of the Philippines, what do you think is the response naman ng China with these developments?
I honestly don't know, but kung ikaw, parang tayo, kunwari, ako si Pilipinas, ikaw si China, and yung sa ibang subdivision, nandun yung US, magkakapit-bahay tayo. Kunwari, pagpapadala ako ng mga baril dito at saka mga tauhan, how would you feel? Di ba, kung ikaw yung neighbor ko, you will feel threatened. Bakit may mga baril yung mga tao dyan sa bahay mo na kalaban ko doon sa kabilang subdivision? So, I think, yun yung pakiramdam ni China ngayon na I think you're threatening, you know, US is threatening China right now. So, but yung mga malalaking bansa na yan, ano yan, it's all negotiations and transactions. Tayo yung nasa sitwasyon na kailangan yung lugar natin, yung territory natin para as leverage nga ng United States nila para sa interaction nila with China.
Pero ito na nga, Mayor, for simple people ba, nagtatanong mahalaga nga for the US ang lugar natin. So bakit hindi natin gamitin na leverage sa negotiation? Diba? Sabi nila, kung kayo ang may kailangan na pumesto dito, so dapat biraso natin, oo. Sa simple na pag na-discussion dyan sa kanto, Mayor, kayong may kailangan ng base dito, so bigay nyo yung gusto namin sa tariff. Anong nangyari? Lugi na tayo sa bases. Lugi pa tayo sa tariff. That's how a simple, an ordinary Filipino would see that. No?
Well, siguro kung... Kasi nga, yun yung leverage natin supposedly. Pero you cannot... Sa totoo lang, either China or US, wala ka mang laban dyan.
Correct. To begin with.
So yung pagpunta ni Marcos doon talaga sa States, doomed na yun from the very start. He needs to agree to what President Trump wants. Kasi sige, iniwan ka namin. Ano ka ngayon? Then yung propaganda nyo and yung alignment nyo sa Western thought, you know, like United States, ipupull out namin. Sino maiiwan sa'yo? You will not look good pag umatras ang US. So wala na talaga. Kasi kung tatandaan nyo, pumunta pa si Marcos doon sa China before he went to the US, nung before nagkaroon ng EDCA sites. So, mga unang taon pa to sa term niya. So, nandyan na yan. Nagsimula na yan noon pa. Ngayon, may change of administration lang from Biden to Trump. So, ano lang sila, nag-touch base lang sila. They renegotiated and siyempre, kung ano yung mga promises siguro or napag-usapan during the Biden administration nila Marcos, ni-renew lang nila with President Trump. So, ganun lang yun. Noon pa yan. We were talking about that 2 years ago. Yung EDCA sites na yan. Tapos yung West Philippine Sea, ginagamit nila as, propaganda, yung ganun, para to push the narrative. Because gusto talaga ng mga Amerikano na nandito kami, nasa Pilipinas sila para i-threat yung China. Ito ang mga Amerikano talaga, warmongers din sila noon pa. They create the narratives, yan yung nangyari kay Saddam Hussein, yung sa Iraq, na sinasabi nila may nuclear weapons na hindi naman talaga nila na-prove or, hindi naman talaga klaro yan. Pero yung mga recent talaga na mga nangyari is yung Ukraine, 'di ba? Sinusuportahan ng Biden administration si Zelensky na to join NATO para maano na rin si Russia. Then because business talaga yung war for the Americans. It's business for them.
Dahil nga nasabi mo, Mayor, the Americans, they're very transactional, no? And right now, I think the Trump administration is really posing na US first, America first, no? And I feel, my opinion, si BBM din, parang America first din siya, masyado niya tang love yung... so, aligned naman siya doon. But mind you, he emphasized during the visit, Mayor, na no need daw to balance the relationship between China and the US because the Philippines, his administration, remains to have an independent foreign policy. In all fairness naman. Pinanindigan niya naman yun. So, but that's really something, no? From this discussion on the tariff, what's next? No? Ano pa ang negotiations natin with the US? And we will see ano magiging reaction din ng China on this one. People are also waiting kung ano magiging reaction ng China dito kasi nag-drag naman sila sa discussion. And in one of the din sa press conference, banggit din ni President Marcos na kasi ang tanong, baka maging target tayo ng China dahil nga sa itatayo ng mga ammunition, ng mga hubs and bases dito. And then he answered na, to quote, matagal naman na tayong
Are we not already a target for China?
So, may ganun na siya na presumption, Mayor.
Sa lapit ba naman natin siya? Matagal na sana tayo sumabog dyan. Kung yun yung premise niya, matagal na tayong target, matagal na sana nagsimula to. Diba? Nangyari na nga yung mga Coast Guard, may naputulan ng kamay, if you can remember that, wala mang nangyari talaga. In China, hindi yan, iba yung style nila. They conquer, territories through economic power, hindi military power. Itong US naman, military power ang bit-bit nito.
Nobody, I think, at the end of the day, nobody wants war. And we don't want to be the next Ukraine.
Nobody wins in war.
In Asia. I mean, looking at it ba, kasi para papunta naman kasi talaga sa flexing of military power.
Diba, nagsimula nagsimula din yan yung Gaza, pati yung nag-intensify yung Gaza and Israel, yung Palestine, Gaza, and Israel nung time ni Biden. Ngayon, sinuportahan pa rin nila. And nag-react yung Iran, pumunta yung mga Amerikano doon, and they bombed Iran. Like I said, yun talaga ang gusto nila. Proxy wars because they earn from it.
There's money.
Kung gagawa ka ng ng armas, bala, bomba, may hanap buhay yung mga tao, particularly the Americans. May industriya nila yan eh. They earn from it. Tapos si Pilipinas, sige, sabihan ni Trump ngayon, kasi magtatayo tayo dyan, babayad kayo sa amin. Yung gobyerno nyo, bibili ng mga mga ammunitions, other, weapons. Ganun lang yan. Business yan. It's all about, like I said, gusto rin ipitin talaga to ni Amerika yung China kasi wala eh. They do not feel strong when China is there.